What's up, everybody? Well, I got another Asus G15 Advantage gameplay video for you guys today, and today I'm trying to go through a bunch of requests that I did not do. So this one was for The Witcher 3. Someone wanted to see how this game ran with all the updates and whatnot. So we're gonna try it out both at 1080p and 1440p because they didn't mention which one, I don't think. So I'd rather just do both. So that'll be two separate videos. But since we're also trying to see what the actual FPS is with all the updates, I'm not gonna bother doing any screen recording because that's just gonna invalidate all that. And then then I'd have to do screen recorded for each and individual setting. I wanted to try a couple different things out, like maybe try it with the ray tracing on for like 2 minutes or something like that, or 3, and then try turning ray tracing off with the game on just maxed out, and then just try it with high. And then if none of those give you playable FPS, then maybe I'll sit there for a little bit, fiddle around, and try to do my settings for a change again. I don't mind doing that every once in a while after all. It just gets a little annoying if you have to do that for every conceivable PC and handheld I have. Then it's like, wow, that adds quite a bit of extra time when all said and done. Doesn't seem like it would be much, but when you combine that much stuff, you know, first world problems though. I'm still glad to have all that stuff and be able to make so many different videos for a various amount of people. It's nice, but in any case, why don't we stop blabbing and why don't we go hop ourselves into the game. All right, first, I just plopped it on RT Ultra just to see how the thing would handle. It's probably gonna run like absolute dog shit because AMD doesn't do that good with ray tracing, but I just wanted to see just for fun. So here's what it all does. And I've got some stuff turned off that I just don't like motion blur and depth of field, but I left the rest of that stuff on because the person that requested it might like all that other stuff. Didn't use Hairworks, so I figured that's just gonna kill your shit since that's more of a NVIDIA proprietary thing. And then I guess RT Ultra puts all this shit on Ultra Plus. So now with that out of the way, let's go jump into the game. Alright, well, here we are in game. And as you can plainly see, we are not getting very high FPS. I think for some it might be borderline playable, but I would consider this completely unplayable myself.
Place of power should draw from it.
I refuse. Because you told me to try to tell me what to do. Now I'm not going to draw power from it. Nah, in all honesty, if I was playing the game for real, that'd probably be stupid not to, but... In any case, we're just going to run like this for like a minute or so, because this is pretty bad, but... I'm sure somebody might want to play like this and doesn't give a shit, so I'll get a little footage just for those guys. But I think the person that requested this probably wouldn't want to play like this. But maybe they would. I don't know. So, we'll just get a little bit of footage anyway. Then I'm going to probably just turn ray tracing off and we'll just see how the thing does just on high, or maybe on just the game on ultra or something, see how that does. We'll try a couple different things out. This says at 1080p only. So if we were at 1440p, wow, we'd probably be in the 12s or something like that about now. But in any case, that's enough of that. Why don't we go and just turn ray tracing off now? I didn't think this was gonna go good, but hey, I just want to do my due diligence. Alright, screw it. Since this is a request video, I'm just gonna go down the fricking list. So we did RT Ultra, now I clicked on just RT. So let's see what that does. So that just puts all this off and puts that on performance, okay? Alright, it still keeps all of this on Ultra Plus, though. Interesting, interesting. Alright, let's go hop back into the game and see how this handles it. It's probably still not going to be great, but I'm curious. Alright, here we are on just RT preset now. Man, it's at least playable now. Because not everybody needs 60. I've been yelled at quite a few times for saying only 60 is playable. So this is definitely playable. Me, I'd still prefer 60 plus, but not everybody's like me. So let's get ourselves a little bit of this footage here. And now that we're actually getting halfway decent FPS, let's actually try to head towards a town maybe and see what the FPS drops to there too, instead of just being out in the wilderness. That is if I can find one. Whoa. Alright, well. I thought maybe if I brought up the map I could just like teleport to a place, but I don't even know where the hell I am on the map, so we'll just stick to running around, I guess.
Too far afield, this.
It looks like I reached the end of the world there. So much for finding a town. Well, I found a road. Hey, there's a town. Cool. We're gonna go up to that. Hopefully I can remember where that is every time. Because now that I can edit videos with my 4090, I can get them done lickety-split, so I'm not as constrained with time. It still takes a long time to upload, though, so I don't want to make it 50 minutes if I can help it, but we'll just see what's what here. We'll go into town here. Okay, I was going to say, I hope I can vault over stuff. I honestly couldn't remember if I could in this game. It's been a minute. Okay, yeah, with all the NPCs, we definitely make the CPU work a lot harder in here, that's for sure. We're up to 97 now. I don't know what the hell we are on the GPU. It picks and chooses when it wants to have its wattage and temps, and sometimes it decides it doesn't want either wattage or temps and just gives me percentage and the clock speed. And I'm sitting here going, okay. Now it's obviously just a little city, but yeah, frames don't seem to be too bad compared to out in the woods. So, with that out of the way, let's go drop it down to the next preset. Now we have toned it to down to just ultra, so that just turns ray tracing off. Our anti-aliasing is still on that. Now when I get down to the under high and medium, I'll probably start turning that down, but for ultra and high, I think we'll leave it where it is. Sharpening, we'll just leave it where it is for now. Now it's just Ultra instead of Ultra Plus as well. And there we go. Let's get back into that game. Now here we go with just Ultra. No ray tracing. And holy crap, much better frame rate and frame time. At least out here in the woods. Let's go try and see if I can't... Woo, almost probably killed myself there. Let's go see if we can't find that city again. Now remember, this is all at 1080p. Alright, there's got to be a way down. Alrighty, there's got to be.
Place of power should draw from it.
And I think last time I did this game, this thing wasn't running at 100%. I think the GPU last time I tested this game was like only like as good as a RTX 2060 laptop. But now we got our performance back, so all's good. Now I wish I could still have lower temps, but hey, I'll deal with having the performance back and having high temps instead of opening it up and risking going back to being terrible, you know? Yeah. So far, anyway, it's been basically butter smooth in the frame time department. I mean, there's little itty bitty, like, I wouldn't even call those micro stutters. It's just literally like saying right around 70 FPS. And the frame times aren't skipping all over the place. whatever they've been up to, they definitely did a great job now. The only thing it sucked at was ray tracing, which this thing's never been good at ray tracing, so you want ray tracing, you gotta deal with 30, 40 FPS. You don't get to have 60 plus like this. And I still think the game looks gorgeous like this. I would rather play like this and just have whatchamacallit, decent frame rate and decent looks. But that's just me. Some people want the ray tracing and all that stuff. And that's why games have options. I'll take my Captain Obvious award now. Alright though, why don't we go tone her down to the next preset? Now we're just going with high preset. We'll leave that alone for this one. Once we turn it down to medium, I'll probably put that down to FXAA, even though I don't like that any of these things. That just seems like the right thing to do in that scenario. Alright, and that is that. Why don't we now get back to the game and see how it does just with high preset. Alright, so now we're just on high preset. Definitely gained a teeny bit of FPS, because we were in the 70s before. Now we seem to be in the 80s to 90s every once in a while.
Place of power. It's gotta be.
It's gotta be that place of power. Oh, that place of power it is. But yeah, don't mind me. I'm pretty baked at this point. In any case, let's head on over to this town if I remember where it is. I think I'm going the right way, maybe, hopefully. Oh, who wants some? That's what I thought. Take that, warg. You're barely any more powerful than a regular wolf. Alright, yep, this is the way to town. I was hoping so. And again, we've been having some good frame time so far. We'll see if it stays that way throughout the whole run, but... Oh, that guy was moonwalking. That was interesting. Gotta love watching NPCs work. Some games it's really funny. My favorite was in Cyberpunk, where they would just be riding a motorcycle and just all of a sudden hit the T-pose. And I'm like, oh man, that's a neat trick. I don't know too many people who can stand up on their motorcycle and just put their hands out like that and balance. I know there's some, but I don't know of too many people that can do that. No, no, no.
Don't you look at me with your autonomy.
All right, let's drop her down to medium. All right, we are now on the medium preset. And there we go. Let us now return to the game. Now for the medium preset. Now we're up about 100 FPS. High 90s to 100.
Medallion's humming. Place of power, it's gotta be.
So far, so good on the frame time and everything, though. Oh, no one's washing right now. All right, and now let's go down to low. Now for the low preset. Now I did just turn this off because it doesn't get affected by the presets. We're just leaving that on like that because it doesn't seem to affect FPS. I turned that down to low as well and turn that off. And then besides that, this stuff all was stuff that was affected. So that is all now on low. And with that, back to the game. All right, now we're on low. I'm actually surprised. I mean, the terrain looks kind of garbage, but the character doesn't look so bad. And now you can get esports levels of FPS, if that's what you want. I think I'll try to figure out my settings for this game just for fun. I think I did that last time too. And I might have had to go with way lesser settings than I would have to have gone with, because I don't think it was running that great before. But now it is, so hell yeah.
Goodman's Ball was merchant and travelled to New Providence.
Alright, and now just for fun, I'm gonna go try to tinker with it and see what kind of settings I can come up with. And then we'll go wrap the video on up after that. Alright, so now for my settings. I went and turned anti-aliasing back to TAAU. Put the screen space ambient occlusion up to HBO+, and the reflections back to high. Left all this stuff the same. And these were the settings I came up with. For at least 1080p, this is how I would play it if I was going to play on this laptop. And only on this laptop. Alright, now let's go do a little run with my settings here. I mean, for my single player games, as long as I'm getting like 80 to 100 FPS, I'm a happy guy. That's all I really require. But that's just me. Everybody likes different things, but that's just what I went for. Yeah, so far so good.
It's raining, it's pouring, and we're
I just almost tripped over a bundle of sticks. Oh, they are cleaning today. Alrighty. And with that, why don't we go ahead and wrap this video on up?
Well, alright guys, that's a wrap for Witcher 3, The Wild Hunt, at least at 1080p. I just ended up going through all the settings, because I think that's what I did back in the day for this particular game. So I figured, now that this thing's running good, and has all the latest updates up for the game, and the latest drivers, I figured, why not just do what we did? That way you can do a apples to apples comparison. You can go back and see how it did before, and see if it did any better. So, we're going to do the same thing in the next video for 1440, but that's in another video, of course. So, hopefully, this was good enough for the person that requested it, and anyone else who was interested in watching it. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, because I sure as hell enjoyed making it for you guys. And until the next video, peace out, guys.